Okay, so I went all out with the electric sander and I did my best to get up in some of these tougher to reach places. Now the thing is, it's kind of hard to judge on this exactly what I need to aim for. It's not just like scruffing with a paint or going to metal. It's just something. I think it's something like this is what I'm looking for. I mean, I'll know by the end of this, right? Whether how well it sticks, how well it adheres to the sanded bed liner. But like I said, I went all out at it. I've been using the Rust-Oleum mineral spirits with a rag, going out, getting all this. I ended up deciding to. There's like this. You can still see some of it here. There's this I don't even know what kind of material this is. Like almost styrofoamish, but it was kind of light. That was around the shifter, and actually there's none near the handbrake, but near the all this in the center here. And some of it kind of sticks out, and I really didn't like this stuff. It keeps peeling, and I don't like it. So I just cut the majority of it out, and I sanded down some of this. And honestly, I'm just going to get right up to the side here with the tape, and I'm just going to bedline with a Hercule liner all of this. So, yeah. Oh, the other thing was I actually was starting to sand down really hard on this, and this is now definitely rust. I wasn't totally sure before, but this stuff that I can see coming through here, this stuff, and you got it on the other side there. You can see I really went to town over there. It was definitely rust from before that I had covered up. I just decided that I wanted to go all the way down on that just to make it as smooth as possible. And I'm going to do a little bit more to get rid of this. And there's a little bit on that side. But other than that, I'm basically done sanding. Like I said, there's some areas here that are really difficult to get to, and I can't really tell how effective it's going to be, how well this will adhere when I respray. But the fact is, some of this doesn't even need to be a respray just because it was so good to begin with. But I think what I've done so far is pretty good. So I'm just going to go at those couple spots again, and I'm going to keep wiping this down with mineral spirits, vacuum this out with a shot vac, and blow it out with the Care compressor again. Then I'm going to let it sit, and we're going to get to my least favorite part of starting to mask things off. I think what I'll do is I'll start with the Hercule liner, which I actually have over here now, so I'll show you guys. I actually kind of like the way Hercule liner, I don't know, something about it just looks pretty cool. But you got the instructions on there. Let's try and not drop this. Just want to be careful. Last thing I need, it even says, do not shake under pressure. But it seems to be just the same way as Rapture liner. You got clean, scruff, mask off the truck bed or the area, brush or roll on. This recommends you roll on, but they're also assuming you're using this on a truck bed. I have just some normal hand brushes, and I think that'll work out best because rolling on isn't going to really work for me anywhere up there. Roll on is the kind of thing you'd want to do here, but this is where I'm going to be spraying. And then apply, and then 1 to 3 hours to the touch, and then 9 to 12 hours. So what I'm going to do is just tape everything off. Anywhere you can see yellow right now where I missed. Like you can see I missed, like here, I could not get here, whatever, I couldn't get there. I'm going to tape off all that stuff. I'm going to do all the touch-up, all of that in here. It's mostly in there, underneath the rails here, and on the tailgate on some of the spots like where it was really difficult to get to. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to leave that. Then I'm going to take the tape. Actually, I'll probably leave the tape on. Yeah, I was thinking I'd take the tape off, but that wouldn't make any sense. So I'll leave the tape on. I'll let that dry. And then I'm going to come at it with the Rapture liner. So while I'm letting that dry, I'll tape off the side here so nothing will go here. There are also some areas here, like I want to connect this, because this just looks... I've been looking at this for a while, and this just looks awkward. I don't like it at all. Same with... back here, like I just tape it evenly there, so I'm going to try to tape it like at an angle there so it's a little more smooth and just doesn't look like it just randomly gets cut off there. It'll look nice. It's just something I've been thinking about while I've been driving around for a year and keep looking at something like this. It was driving me nuts. So that's the plan right now, and hopefully if all goes well. The only nerve or concern I have at all right now is just the fact that I'm worried that I haven't sanded this well enough where it won't adhere to the sanded down bend liner. That's the worst thing that could happen, but you know what? If it does, it does. But I'm still going to go at it with the plan I got right now. So I'm going to do that, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. So I just opened up the Hercule bed liner here, and the stuff is, I actually haven't seen this stuff black, so that'll be interesting, because the last time this stuff was the tintable kit, and it was very clear, milky white. So, and I'm just starting to get the whiff of this stuff, and this stuff does not smell like this stuff. I was almost expecting it to kind of smell the same. This stuff smells very good, almost like a sweet scent. It's kind of hard to explain, but it is a good smell. I think I compared it to actually like old trading cards. If you ever had like baseball trading cards, stuff like that. Kind of smelled like that. It was hard to explain. Some kind of like, must be the sort of like polyurethane in it. I'm not sure what it is, but this stuff I could actually almost say smells more like Port 15 in a way. It's kind of a little bit sort of overpowering, but not too overpowering. So with this stuff, I only have brush of this. I'm not going to be willing it on because that just isn't what I'm using it for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brushes, I'm going to go along the edges of the interior of the Jeep there. The hardest part's going to be up in there because I'm not using tape, but I'm going to go very, very slowly, so as not to rush anything. I'm just going to dab and dab a whole, like, make it like a border or an outline, and then I'm going to take the big brush and I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff so I don't have to worry about hitting anything. I already plugged off any of the spots here. I already started to go at that. Started to do a little bit of tape there, but for the most part, I'm not going to need tape for what I'm doing. Actually, my only concern with this stuff is I wonder how resealable and reusable this is, because with something like Port 15, which this is not, it's something different, but Port 15, like, you open that, that's it. You got to use it or you got to really do something to save it. I wonder if I can just throw the lid back in here, because this should be enough for my inner tub. I should be all set to do all the inside, and enough to do probably even some of my outer tub there, but we'll see. I mean, I'm focusing one thing at a time. I'm just curious to see like how long this would last, like what its pot life is once it's been opened. So wasting no time, I'm going to get to work, and hopefully it'll all come out well, and I'll have something to show you in a couple minutes. Alright, so I'm taking a little break here to show you guys what I've done so far. I've used a good portion, actually more than I thought I had used of that now that I'm looking at it, because it's so black I keep looking in, it looks like it's full, but if you actually look, it's actually about, yeah, I've actually used a good amount, more than I thought. So I still have plenty left to go. It's not that bad because I've actually accomplished quite a bit. Now, I really like the way this stuff came out very black, and the reason my bedline originally might have not come out as black is because it was a tintable kit and I used black paint to tint it black. So I'm hoping when this Rapture liner actually sprays, it'll be a very similar color. If not, if all things can come together, the exact same kind of like deep black that this is, because I really like this. Though this might dry up and actually oxidize a bit and become a little bit lighter. We'll see. But if you check out in there, like I've been going with a small brush over here. I've been really careful. This thing gave me some trouble. I don't even know what this thing is right here near the shifter here, right above this. I'm not sure what that is. If that's something to do with the heat, or I don't even know what that piece is. But I opted to not spray over it just like I did last time. But I got it really well in there. That really took some effort. But getting up in here, I'm going up just about as high as I can. I'm not going to be able to go all the way. I would have to basically take apart my dash and really get under there. But, I mean, even from a distance before, like, everything you see black right now was almost yellow. So it's really covered. Just the difference. I looked away for a minute and then looked back, and it is better. It's so much nicer. And again, this is something I could not accomplish with a spray gun. I could not get the gun in here and up. It was not happening. I could not reach certain places. And like I said, I think no matter how skilled you are, I think you're going to find a similar problem with areas like this where it's like you got a little in-cove in here. Like you just cannot spray in that. So that's what the brush has been really good for, getting the real like fine details. Now the bad side is things have gotten a little messy, just a little bit. I knew it would be. This is kind of the preliminary where I've taped everything and I'm going around trying to edge off anything I can't spray. Then I'm going to come back in and just spray the whole thing clean. I can't think of anything. This stuff has been going on pretty good. The thing is, I'm really pleased to say that anywhere I have bed liner, this bed liner has been going right on perfect. It sticks. It adheres. It's really well. Nice. Anywhere I have paint, just from like you gotta see a spot like this where I still have some of the yellow here. I sanded this all down, but it's still not sticking too good. I've actually had to do 2 coats on here now, same with the other side where I had some bare paint over there. That's been a bit of a problem. But anywhere I have bed liner so far, see I did a little touch up there, I did some touch up here, I did some touch up underneath the rails in the back over there. Anywhere that is, it's been sticking really well. So I'm very pleased with that. And if I can't imagine the Rapture liner won't stick equally as well, because the Hercule liner is just hugging it right now, and I love it. So yeah, I've just been doing like I said, the touch up anywhere. You can see even somewhere like right here, there's some yellow peeping through, and I'm going to take care of that next before I'm all said and done with this. This is actually probably going to take me, maybe not the rest of the day, but this is the fumes are really starting to get to me. I've been out here all day. I plan on finishing this and taping off everything for tomorrow to spray. So I probably won't be spraying today, but I will be tomorrow, which is still way better progress than it took me last time. Everything over here has been good, and I'm actually the smell from this, just to follow up on that, it is different, but it kind of has somewhat of a, it's more of a paint smell than the Rapture liner actually was. I don't know what it is about that. Let me get the light in here. I was using this for a while, but it was getting real hot with this. And then you can see up here. See where I've got yellow there? That's where it's not sticking to too well, but a couple coat, like I do one thin coat on that and then another thick coat, and it's been coming out good. Because up there I'm really not that picky. If anything, that's really just for cosmetics. But on this side, all this was really hard to get to. You can see all this, like, check that out. Oh, it looks so good. I'm loving it. I'm probably going to come right up to there. Going up this way, it's been getting harder to get up there. I just said screw it, and it's just a plastic, a rubber stopper right there for the firewall. So I decided not to cover that up, but I've been trying to, be careful on nuts where they're grounded. Like I said, I taped that off. I've tried to be really careful. Got way up back there, but just covering all that area I missed last time makes a huge difference. It's gonna look so nice. I can already visualize the end result. But I'm gonna keep going up there. I think I'm gonna stop right around there. That big round piece right there. Probably cut it off right there. I mean, from here you already basically can't see most of it. I'm just gonna go up as high as I can. It actually sticks really well to that stuff. That like factory glue they put on there. That sticks really well to that. But the bare paint there, it's not sticking too well as you'd imagine. I sanded it down as well as I could, but it was tough to get up there, and I really wasn't sure where my stopping point was going to be, so I'm just playing it by ear at this point. But honestly, I'm really pleased, like I said, that it's sticking to the bed liner, so obviously that came out right. Everything went well there. The prep on that was worth it. This stuff takes 3 hours to dry. This has been on here. Some of this is where I kind of started. I kind of started backwards, but some of this stuff like this back here has been on here for probably like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. It's a slow process. That's the difference between spraying and the brush. The spray, you still do all the prep, that takes a while, but then you just spray and you're done. You know what I mean? This is taking a while. I keep missing spots. I'm trying to get in the crevices, like I said, where I missed, and I just could not get with the brush. So mostly it's coming out really well. I think this is going to come out good. I'm happy I can take care of that. I'm going to get in between the roll bar here and where the body is, where you can't. It's just a spot you can't. All along the rail here, things have come out really good. It looks a little messy right now, but like I said, when I spray it over with a Rapture liner for the final coat, it's all going to come together really clean. Okay, so I got to come clean and tell you I made a mistake. I was a little too eager to get going on this an hour ago, and I just now realized I'd been doing along the, here, and this has been coming out fine here, and I didn't even give it a thought, you know what I mean, how everything's been coming out, because I was just glad it was sticking. I'm glad it was looking the way it was. Well, I get down here, and I started to do underneath in my outer tub here in the wheels, and on the other side, it would be easier to show you, like here, it was kind of coming out like this, and I was trying to blotch, and I'm like, I think it's supposed to look a little more bed linerish, you know what I mean, like that kind of textured look. And darn it, if I didn't forget to stir it, you know what I mean? I completely forgot to stir it, so I've just been taking the stuff off the top. Just now, I just got it together and stirred it. And now I'm getting the that real nice looking texture. So I'm an idiot, but you know what? Like I said, I was bound to make a mistake. Everything was going too smooth. You know what I mean? Like in the course of a day, I had completely stripped this, sanded everything down, and the stuff was sticking. I knew something had to go wrong. So don't be like me. Make sure you read the directions. Take it easy. Take it slow. There's no need to rush. I mean, you should definitely take your time on a project like this. But I'm gonna. Honestly, I'm not, even though I didn't get, now that it's actually mixed, you can see it's kind of like a thick goopy kind of stuff, like the way it's supposed to be. I should have caught on to that much sooner, but I didn't. I'm going to go back through here anyways, everywhere I've already hit major, and do a second coat with this stuff, just because I know I'm going to have enough. These aren't going to take up my whole thing. So, yeah, that's just a lesson is to, something's got to go wrong, so I guess if this had to go wrong, this is definitely the best thing that could go wrong, but definitely mix this stuff up. I completely slipped my mind when I started going. I was just so happy it was all working out that I just kept going with it, didn't even think. But yeah, I know now that it's like this, it's looking so much nicer, and I really like the way this is giving it. So as soon as this is done and I go around and do a couple more on that, I'll show you guys how this looks.